We're nearing the end of our special 1-hour program. Ask Me Anything Housing. We've got Ron Butler of Butler Mortgage, Lauren Hall of Zoocasa, and Bob Dugan of Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation. We really appreciate your giving us the time. We're going to, in this final block, address that classic question: should you rent or buy, especially in the current environment? Lauren, could you kick off, please?
Yeah, definitely. I think this is, not to give you a non-answer, but it's always specific to the person. And the really important thing is length of time. And so the transaction costs with, if you bought a short-term principal residency and then you sold it 3 years later, you're probably going to burn any equity that you've built in transaction costs. So whether it be the double land transfer tax in Toronto, transfer costs if you choose to hire a realtor, and then just moving expenses. So if you are thinking short-term, always rent what you need in the moment, and in today's rate environment, it's probably lower. Just make sure you're socking away that savings. If you have a long-term mandate, you're thinking you're going to be there for at least 5 to 7 years and potentially hold it for even longer, then you just have to look at the numbers and does it make sense? I think there are buying opportunities today, but it really depends if you can float it.
And for owning a house, even if it's inefficient financially, at least it's forced savings for people who have trouble.
It's absolutely forced savings, yes. And it's tax advantaged in Canada.
Ron Butler.
It's always better for a family to own a home than to rent, but regrettably, over the course of almost 15 years of numerous policy errors, it's become almost impossible for young people to own a home in major cities in Canada. The prices are too high, and it's effectively unmanageable for young people to do it without a great deal of parental help. And I think that just reflects on a whole series of policy mistakes that have happened over the course of a decade and a half. But ultimately, any renter wants to own. That's been a universal truth that I've heard for my entire career. So the desire is there. There's a lot of reasons to do it, but it's just becoming almost a financial possibility.
I got to admit, I'm lucky enough to own a home with my wife, but I would love to dump it and just rent. I'm so sick of fixing roofs and who knows. Anyway, Bob Dugan, it's a complicated question with multiple variables, but renting or buying, what should people think about when they make that decision?
Yeah, great question, and I'm going to sound a lot like the other panelists on this one. It's a very individual decision and based on what you can afford first and foremost. So I would hate to give person the advice, you have to own, and then they eat craft dinner for the next 60 years because they can't afford the payment. So it's very important to, on an individual basis, to sort of assess what you can afford. But if you can afford home ownership, it's a fabulous way to create wealth over your lifetime. I would always, if the time is, if you can afford it, home ownership is an awesome option, and it's like I say, a great creator of wealth. And with our thoughts on supply gaps, my bias is I think prices are going to continue to rise. It's going to be very difficult to build the kind of housing that we think is needed to balance supply and demand. So I think we're going to continue to see an erosion of affordability in years to come. And because of this probably means house prices going up. And so I think it's probably going to be a good long-term investment. I think that long-term, as opposed to the 3 to 5 year horizon, is a very important point that Lauren made. But if you have a long-term horizon, I think prices are going to rise. It's probably a very good time to buy, but you just have to make sure you've got the financial ability to do it.
Lauren, would people settle for much smaller homes, do you think? I know condo buyers have already done that in big markets, but so these post-war homes for the soldiers coming back, yada, yada, the government put out designs, they were pretty small.
They were, yes. And I think we used to have the adage, drive until you can afford it. So if you started looking in Toronto, but you wanted bigger, then you just keep driving further and further afield until you can afford the size that you want. And yes, people are choosing. You essentially choose, do I want a longer commute? Do I want more time with my kids? And they're just one of the trade-offs. And so location, size have always been a trade-off generally.
And do you think expectations are changing, though, that people don't expect as much space as their parents had, for example?
I think people still want them. As Ron said, the desire is there. And so the desire for the home that they grew up in and the desire to own that home is absolutely still present in our hearts. It's natural, and it's in the hearts of Canadians. I think it's just becoming harder and harder. And so people are having to make those trade-offs into smaller.
Ron, do you think will we see people accepting smaller homes in the future? There are advantages.
There are advantages. We are seeing some pushback on sub 450 square foot condos. I mean, there's really it's turning out that really is a micro condo too small. But the truth is, we have a tremendous problem with pricing. So we go back only a short 25 years, the average person in Ontario could buy a home for roughly 3 times their income. And today we're looking at between 9 and 11 times. So the flaw is in the pricing. There's no question about it.
Bob Dugan, we're very tight on time. Do you think there's evidence homes will get smaller in years and decades to come?
I think it's a necessity in certain markets. I think places like Toronto and Vancouver, we've done work that shows that 80% of the price of the home is the land it sits on. The only way to sort of reduce the burden of that land price is to create more people per square or even cubic foot, right? So building higher. So I think we need more density. I think Toronto and Vancouver, when you look in an international context, they're relatively affordable on a price per square foot basis when you compare to Tokyo or some large international cities. And I think what we're seeing in Toronto and Vancouver is we're on that trend to become more like those cities. And I think things like people are going to have to, maybe if you're going to live in a city like Toronto, accept smaller living spaces, maybe rental instead of home ownership, because it's just the cost is going to drive those decisions for people.